Hey crafty people, welcome to a quickie little project share for Butterbee scraps. I have some big plans for using some beautiful Butterbee scraps, metals and glass pieces when I get back from my trip. So I wanted to do this one because I have been dying to do some farmhouse style greeting cards. And I had some papers in my stash that I thought would work, and I went to Pinterest and I found some images, and I hope you enjoy these cards. It's kind of hard to see because I used there we go, the antique uh, pieces of metal corners, and these are my favorites. I super love them. And they just add that little nice addition to a simple card that just makes it seem not as simple. So super cute little farmhouse image. All I did was add this burlap trim that already has lace on it, a twine bow, and a little wooden button. So I used these pre-made red cards, and I liked the pop of red with it. You open it up and it says, "Hello there." So very simple. I paired it with a craft envelope and voila. And you can mail this, even though it has this little bumpy piece. I would just put like 2 stamps on it. Um, you could even pad that a little bit, but yeah. What do you think? All right, let's see what we're gonna do next. Okay, let's do these. I have 2 that I created using this image. I thought it was so funny. Girlfriends, and they're all, kind of cackling and chatting. And I added a doily. And in this one, I cut apart a lot of the metal pieces. And I cut this one. This was actually a scrap that I had cut for another project. And so I used it at the top. And then at the bottom, I used more of those vintage corners. I just added the burlap trim and a couple of buttons, and I just thought that was super perfect to give to a girlfriend. And then you open it up and it says, "Hello, friend." All right. Then the next one is also the girlfriend's image. And in this one, I cut this metal piece apart. So I just cut it in half, and half of it is up at the top and half of it is at the bottom. And then I just added the buttons to the center there. This one also says, "Hello, friend." So like I said, these are flat enough that you can mail these even though they have some dimension. A lot of cards these days that you buy at the store have a little dimension to them. All right, now let's go with this one. And this again is another metal piece that was just cut in half. And again, I mean, when you look at the card, without that, well, it's hard for me to do that. But when you look at it without the metal piece, it just seems kind of plain. And then you add the metal piece and it's like, boom, okay, finished. So really love the farmhouse style. And I think these vintage metals go really nicely with it. So I added the trim here and there and the 4 buttons around the corners. And this one, what do we say inside? "Hello there." And then this one is another metal piece cut in half. So half of it at the top and half of it at the bottom. Added a button. So cute. This one says, "Woo, hello, sunshine." And for the life of me, I could not get that to stamp all the way. I must have re-stamped it with my Tim Holtz stamper like 6 or 8 times and couldn't get that to stamp perfect. So I was like, oh well. All right, our last 2, let me go with this one. I used a different metal corner piece on this one, and I really like this one. It has a brick background, and I just like how this kind of frames it out and draws your attention. I added this burlap trim and some red twine to make a bow. It says country life, good morning. And of course, we always associate a rooster with waking us up when we live on the farm. And this one says, hello, sunshine. How perfect for that card, I think, anyway. And then this is the last one. And I thought this, I saw this paper and I just thought, I will never, ever in a million years use this paper. And then I found this image and I thought, oh, I'm going to use that paper. I said I would never use it in a million zillion years. So again, I cut a metal piece apart. Half of it's here and half of it's here. And I wanted to add the pop of red, so I used that. And then the burlap lace trim and some red buttons. Such simple cards that, you add the little bit of the metal. And on this one, because this is oval, or this is curved and this is curved, it's almost like adding the metal pieces brings the rest of the curve to the whole thing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed these kind of simple cards and got inspired to create and hopefully very inspired to make a purchase from Butterbee Scraps. The prices are so reasonable, guys. You can get a lot, build your stash with these. You don't have to buy a ton. And you can, like I showed you, just really add a pop of flair to even the simplest of projects with these beautiful metal pieces. So I will link Butterbee Scraps in the description box down below, and I hope you will head over and tell Luann that Rena sent you, and we'll see you soon with another project for Butterbee Scraps. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.